Hi, I'm Patsy Sanders with Embracing Your Essence. You know what? Fashion's a look, not a size or a price tag. And I've been all different sizes, so there's nothing you could tell me that would surprise me. And I believe every woman is magnificently made and deserves to be her most authentic, beautiful selves. So I thought it'd be fun to tell a little bit about my company and what it is to be typed in your elements, and that's the system I use. So it is air, water, earth, and fire. And each one has certain character traits and different shapes that go with it. So air is the visionary. Bright ideas, their mind's going all the time. They're the fun people like the girl next door. Then there's the water. She goes with the flow. And she likes detail and order. There's a fire like me, action person, get things going. And then there's the earth, very stable. They're the ones that's the editor. They see the big picture and everything. So those are just a hint of what it's like. But when you embrace your essence, it's more about who you are from the inside out. Like, what are your natural gifts? What is your natural character traits? And what is your shapes of your face and your hands and your feet? We check everything sometimes. And then we use design and texture and fabrics to put it on you to see, when do you show up? When do we really see who you are? It's so much fun to drape people because they'll say, oh, can you guess? I said, I never guess. I've been wrong too many times. I had this one girl. Her name is Ying from Singapore, and she was doing some different training and stuff, a little oriental girl, and she was like this, and she had the roundest face and the roundest eyes, and everybody thought she was an air. I color typed her, and she was an earth. I thought, ooh, this is weird, because they didn't coincide. So just to guess somebody doesn't work, because when you have to sit them down and work with them, you see whether they show up or not. Like, it's really that important. So the part about Ying was that she is from Singapore, and she was over here getting different kinds of training. And the part that's fascinating is we all have all the elements in us, but we all have a core of who we are. So she was doing this all the time, and we discovered that when she was growing up, her dad was a chemical engineer, and she had to live in 5 countries growing up as a kid. So her air personality helped her be included in everything she went. But when she wanted to speak, she said, nobody takes me serious. And I said, because you can't act like an air where you're an earth. You have to stand in who you are. You have to be regal and elegant. Now that she's dressing like that, she is speaking all over the world. It's totally changed her. You know, it matters who you're being, and it matters what you're wearing, and it matters who you know who you are when you're being and what you're wearing, so you can make a connection people quicker. And it matters what colors you wear. It really does. I don't know if you know this, but Joseph Eiten was the first man to create a book about colors. And he did it in the energetics and the harmonics. He was a mystic, he was Swiss, he was a mediator, and he was an artist, and he taught art classes. So he put all these colors together, and he told his class, I want you to paint these harmonics. And one lady raised her hand, she goes, but that's not harmonious to me. And he goes, oh, new assignment, everybody paint what's harmonious to you. And they did this class after class after class, and that's where the 4 seasons came from. The 4 quads that the world uses for colors came from that, but he did it out of energetics and harmonics. We also use that in the element typing. Energetically, you know when you connect with somebody, and you know when you don't. But energetically, everything has movement, and color has movement. And when I say white, what do you think of? A bride, innocence, angels. What about pink? Little girls, right? So we all have a concept about color. And the part that's quite crazy is this. I had one coach I'm working with, and she was an air, and she didn't understand, like she would wear one color, so I went to one of her seminars, and the first day she had this turquoise coat on, and she was really cute, and the energy in the room was up, and the next day she wore her favorite old water coat, and the energy in the room went like this. And I noticed that she was tired. Now, I'd learned about the energetics, but I had never experienced them in a room. So if you're not in your element and you're speaking and you aren't connecting with your audience because of what you're wearing, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Who would think that was that big of a deal? And later on, I had a chance to talk to her. I said, I loved your weekend. But I said, I really understood why the room kind of went down the second day, because they couldn't get to you. If you're not wearing your color, if they can't get to you, it's important that we really know who we are and how we show up in the world. It's so valuable. And I think the part that's really frustrating for me is we put ourselves last as women. Like, we have to justify investing in what you wear. We all go shopping, right? We all have to, they say that we only wear 25% of the clothes in our closet, right? So what about this 60 to 75%? Some are special occasions or whatever. But look at how much money and time we spend here, and we live in this. We live in a little tiny box of colors because they're safe. But the world is a rainbow of colors. What if you stepped into your transformation? What if you invested in you? And when you're shopping, you had this little fan that told you exactly what colors to wear. And you didn't have to compromise anymore. And when you purchase clothes, it would be an investment. Not like me, I'm sad today, I'm lonely, I'm bored, I'm gonna go shopping. Okay, go shopping, but use your fan, because this will empower you and change your life. I cannot tell you how many women have said to me, I didn't know it made such a difference. There's one gal that was in one of the courses that I was working with, and she went from making $0 to $16,000 the next month once she got her speaker training and she stepped into her essence. And she was like me. She was resistant. I did not want to be a fire. She didn't want, most of us fires don't want to be fires. We're pretty resistant. And when she decided to invest in that and we went shopping, the universe brought her some of the coolest clothes I've ever seen. And she rocks it now. Every time I see her, I think, where did you find that? I want that. She's a fire, And it's like, it's so exciting to be able to go shopping and be confident. And that radiates out from the being of who you are. Like how you show up in the world, it should be fun. It's fun being a girl. It's fun going shopping if you know what you're doing. Half of my clients hate to shop because they don't know where to shop. They can't find things that fit their body type. And it's frustrating. And the world is constantly saying, oh, you should wear this, you should wear this, right? And it's constantly telling us we should wear black. If you're an earth, you can wear black successfully, and people will still see you. So, you can wear teal, you can wear wine or eggplant, and just start weaving that out of your closet. Because some of the colors we wear makes us hide. So it's important that you know whether you're showing up as your most authentic, beautiful self, or if you're not. I would love an opportunity to rock your world and help you show up as your most authentic, beautiful self. So, talk to me later. Have a great day.